Hey guys, today we're going to continue working on graphs. Last week the graph that we worked on was called a tally chart. This week we're going to be working on bar graphs. Now, as a reminder, graphs are just a way to organize data or information so that it's easy to understand. If we look over here at this little poster, it says types of graphs. So it shows the tally chart that we've done already. And then it shows the bar graph, and that's what we're going to be working on today, is the bar graph. Now, when we make a graph, we need to first ask a question, second, choose possible answers, third, survey people to collect the data, and fourth, record the data. So if you look over here, it says parts of a graph. Now, every graph has different aspects or elements to it. The very top, it shows the title, Our Pets, and then along the side it has numbers. That's the data. And then on the bottom it shows the label. And in this particular graph, it's counting how many pets the people have. So the question they asked was how many pets do you have, or what pets do you have at home? And then choose possible answers. So it looks like they chose the cat, fish, pig, and dog. And then they went and surveyed people. To survey means to go and ask them questions. And then number 4 is that they recorded the data. So they put the information into a chart that's easy to read. So for each square that's colored in, that shows one of those pets. Let's turn the page and do an example together. Now this is something that you're familiar with seeing. It shows a picture or a scene of a pond, and it's asking you to graph the creatures that you see. Now if we look over here where it shows the tally chart, that's what we're familiar with. We're used to taking the information off of the picture or the scene and then moving it into the tallies. For the tally chart, we're going to do that part today, plus we're going to then turn it into a bar graph. So if we're looking at our tally chart, our first label is asking us to tally how many ducks. So I'm going to start with green, and I'm going to just cross off each duck as I tally it or as I count it, so I know I didn't miss any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to add my 5 tallies. If you would like to, when you're doing your work page, you are certainly able to go in and color each one and do it nicely rather than just crossing it off like I'm doing. But it's up to you. Just one way to make sure that you're getting it counted is all I care about. Then next, they're asking the label to be fish. So how many fish are there? I'm going to change it to red. I'm going to count 1, 2. I only see 2 fish, so I'm going to count 1, 2 tallies. Then I'll switch it up to purple for frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, cross for 5. And then last of all is turtles. We're going to count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I will make 6 tallies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, like I said, that part is what you're used to doing, tallying the amount that you see in the picture. The next step that we're going to do is turn it into a bar graph. Now, like I said, the bar graph has a label as well. The labels are usually on the bottom for the bar graph, and then usually up the side, they have the numbers. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know that each one of these boxes represents one animal. Sometimes in some bar graphs they might represent 5 or 6, but we're just going to stick to one box per animal. So again, we're going to start with the ducks. I see that I had 5 tallies by the ducks, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in 5 of these squares. Now if you'd like to, you can color them all the way in with your crayon, or you can X them off. It's up to you. I'm just going to do X's because it's easier using this program. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've got 5 ducks, and then we counted 2 fish, so I'll cross off 1 and 2. And then the next one is frogs, which I used purple. So I'm going to follow along and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then last of all, I have turtles, which I used blue to record. And I count 6 there, so I'm going to count 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you remember back to the first slide where I talked about graphs making information easier to read, that's what I want to show you in this graph. If we look at the tally chart, we can easily count that there's 5 ducks, 2 fish, 5 frogs, and 6 turtles. But if we will look at the bar graph, it really helps us be able to see, oh, okay, there's 6 turtles. Turtles are the most. Frog and duck are tied both at 5, and the least amount of animal in the pond was the duck. So bar graphs are just a nice, easy way to read or show information. Then on the back side of this page was answering some more questions. So we're going to go ahead and do those really quick. Number 1, which animal did you see the most of? Remember, most is the highest number. So if we look for the highest bar in our bar graph, we see that it goes with the turtle. So we can just circle turtle. Number 2, which animal did you see the least of? Remember, least is the smallest amount. And I see the smallest amount in our bar graph goes with fish, so I'll circle fish. There are only 2 of them. Number 3, how many pond animals did you see in all? So the easy way for me to do this is I would say count, use the tally chart to count. So I'd say 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So I'd say 18 pond animals total. Which 2 animals did you see the same of? So the same is asking for equal amounts. They would be the same height. So we said that we saw the same amount of frogs and ducks. So I'm going to go ahead and circle frog and, oh, not that one. Frog and duck. They both had 5. How many more turtles than frogs? Well, if I look here, I've got 6 turtles and I've got 5 frogs. So I could do 6 minus 5 equals 1. Or I could simply just compare the bars on the bar graph and see that there's 1 extra spot right here, which means that there's 1 more turtle than frog. So either way, I got the answer 1. How many more ducks than fish? So if I'm going to compare ducks to fish, I see that I've got 5 ducks and 2 fish. So I could do 5 minus 2 equals 3. Or I could compare the bars again and see that there's 5 here and there's 2 here. So we want to make them equal, or see how many squares we need to fill to make them equal. So I'd say 1, 2, 3. Either way, we got 3 for both. And that's how I would do that. Now for your assignment today, your job is to do the exact same thing, only with ocean animals. You're going to first tally them up. So like I said, what I would do is color them according to whichever one you're looking for. So if you're doing sharks, you would count 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 sharks and I tally 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'd go ahead and maybe choose a different color for dolphins. And I'd color all the dolphins, then tally them. Same with crabs, tally them. And then octopus, tally them. Then go ahead and take this information and move it over into a bar graph. And then flip your paper over and answer the questions just like we did in the other worksheet about pond animals. So I did one with you. If you need any help, be sure to check in on Meet. Otherwise, good luck. Thank you.